Have you ever messed up so badly you wondered if God still wanted you? You knew better. You had chances. You walked away anyway. And now, the shame feels heavier than the failure. This is the story of the prodigal son. A story about a young man who ran from home, wasted everything, hit rock bottom, and learned something many people forget. The Father does not turn away from repentant hearts. He runs toward them. Jesus told of a man who had 2 sons. The younger son came to his father and asked for his share of the inheritance. In other words, he wanted the gifts, but not the relationship. He wanted the blessing, but not the father's house. The father gave him his portion, and soon after, the son packed up everything and left for a distant country. He thought freedom meant getting away, but distance from the father soon became emptiness. In the far country, the young man spent everything: money, time, strength, peace. He chased pleasure. He chased attention. He chased a life on his own terms. For a while, it may have looked fun. But sin always sends the bill later. Then a famine came. The party ended. The friends disappeared. The money was gone. The son became so desperate, he took a job feeding pigs. For a Jewish young man, this was shameful and humiliating. He was hungry enough to look at the pigs' food and want it for himself. This was the bottom. No applause, no comfort, no one coming to rescue him. Sometimes the lowest place becomes the place where a heart finally wakes up. Then he came to himself. He remembered his father's house. He remembered even the servants had bread enough to eat. He said, "I will arise and go to my father." He did not prepare excuses. He did not blame the famine. He did not blame bad friends. He planned to confess. "Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son." Repentance began with honesty. So the son started the long walk home. Every step must have felt heavy. What would his father say? Would he be rejected? Would the door be shut? Would his failure be thrown in his face? But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him. The father had been watching, waiting, hoping, and when he saw his son, he ran. The father ran to him, embraced him, and kissed him. The son began his confession, but the father had already moved with mercy. He called for the best robe. He placed a ring on his hand. He put sandals on his feet. These were not signs of a hired servant. They were signs of a restored son. The father said, "This, my son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." Failure did not get the final word. Grace did. Today, remember this. You are not too far gone to come home. You are not too broken for God to receive you. You are not too ashamed for mercy. The son returned with nothing but repentance. The father met him with love. So take the step today. Again. Turn back again. Come home again. The Father runs toward repentant hearts. And if this story helped you today, subscribe and share it with someone who needs to remember God's mercy is still reaching for them.